Good afternoon. Hopefully, I am live, at least close to live. Okay, it does sound like I am. I am live this afternoon, right? Okay. Let me turn that down. Now you can see here, Red and I are going to work on a new house today. This is a 20 by 15 lot, by the way. I am building this for the Horse Ranch expansion pack. And as they have not released the size of the lots for this expansion pack, I really don't know what size we're dealing with. You can kind of guess on some of them a little bit from the trailers, but not a lot, right? So 20 by 15 fits everywhere. And besides, with this particular house, I actually do want to keep it relatively small. It fits the style of what we're going for. We're going to build out west here in the United States. You will often find what they call fire lookout towers or fire watchtowers. They're usually several stories tall. There'll be a sort of room on top, windows all the way around, and a walkway all the way around outside of the room to watch over a large vista, like a large area for fire. So if you see smoke coming up, you report the fire immediately. I don't know how often they use those anymore. A lot of them are kind of abandoned or semi-abandoned or just defunct, correct? Right. So there's been a little bit of a trend where people have been buying these cheap, say from the Forestry Service or something like that, and converting them into homes, because what better way to get a view, right? What better way to get a view? So we're going to do that. We're going to do that for the new pack. My thought is this: 4 stories high. It's as high as we can build, 4 stories. I want there to be maybe an 8 by 8 room, right? With a 2 square walkway around the outside. And maybe a roof deck, and then like a sort of 3 by 3 column up the middle that would, act as a support column. And then we'll have columns on the outside too. So let's see if that works. Will it work? I don't know. We're going to try it. And I might do a 3 by 2 column up the middle instead of 3 by 1, just for balance, because I do want to balance out and look correct. So we'll see. We'll see as we kind of work there. That's my initial thought on this based on the pictures I looked at. I've certainly seen this sort of concept before. This is not something I came up with on my own. There have been YouTube videos, shows on TV and stuff where people have done this sort of conversion. So we're going to come in here. We're going to try to put this right in the middle. The other thing, we know we have nectar making coming, and we know we have horses coming, right? So I really want there to be enough space on this 20 by 15 lot here on the ground floor for some sort of horse stall and some sort of area for making nectar. What we'll do is we'll start here with a 3 by 3 column. Let's do that first. I want it to be as tall as we can get, because we can only do 4 stories. So we're going to do the 4 stories as tall as we can make them. Well, no, the first 3 we're going to make as tall as we can make them. The top one I think I'm going to do as the mid-range height. We'll see here. Put that there. And I'm going to set it as a mid-range height and kind of hope that works. Now, platform-wise, I want a platform that is 8 by 8. And here's the thing, because I want this structure in the middle to balance, that's why I think this has to be 3 by 2. And then we could have 3 on this side. 3 squares on the grid on that side, right? Whoops. See if it'll let me put it up here. It might not. We'll just do that. Okay, so whoops, let's do this like that. So then we've got an 8 by 8 space up here. At least we got 8 this way right now. Then we would bring this out If there's 3 in the middle, though, so if there's 3 in the middle, then we would need, and we put 3 on each side, we're going to have 9. So if we do 2 by 4 in the middle, then that balances a little bit better, because then we're going to have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this middle space will get used. It will be part of our floor space. I mean, I'm going to put the bathroom in there, for instance. Like so. Okay, so there's our first step. We've got an 8 by 8 top, right? We've got an 8 by 8 room up there. 4 by 2 is sort of a central support column makeup. Yeah. Okay. And then we will extend out a walkway around that. I hope this doesn't look too big. If it ends up looking too big, I might make it a 7 by 7. 7 by 7 would also work with a 3 by 3 column better. Okay, so we'll pull this out. We're going to do a 2 square walkway all around this thing. Like so. Okay, so we've got our walkway built there. Let's take this wall out, because we'll use a fence or something like that. Okay, come on game. There we go. Let's just do that. And then here on top, we're going to have a roof, right? So we're going to have a roof, and ideally, I wanted to maybe have a roof deck. So if we're going to try to do a roof deck, and we're going to set our roof like so. Okay, so something like that. And we'll copy it, move it all the way around. Okay, so we've got that. So then we're going to have this sort of basic structure, right? Again, we are going to make this, let's go down here, this one wider. And we'll make this one wider as well. And this. Now, one thing I want to do is run the stairs up the outside of this support column. And also, we might use the inside of these as storage, right? As storage space. Let's go up here. So that's kind of where we are headed. I'm going to bring this down quite a bit. We don't really need it that tall. Especially out west, you know, usually the roofs are a little more shallow. Okay, so more like that. Really large roof deck up there, that's for sure. And then we're going to need support columns at the bottom, going all the way around, right, all the way up. And maybe a central group of support columns as well, going all the way up. I'm going to put the stairs in first here. Let's just go down like this. Okay, so we want stairs I've got, I've got all the packs here, obviously, except for the new pack, obviously, right? So I'm going to just use pretty much, I guess, pretty much anything. I don't know that it really matters what I use because a lot of this I will swap out when the pack launches. So let's start like this. Bring it up like that. And kind of wrap it around, sort of a U shape. In fact, that's exactly what I like right there. And then we could put a door here, and go in here and kind of use this for storage. Something, in theory, something like that, right? So we're going to go up here. We're going to need a walkway to go all the way around this structure. Again, probably about 2 out from the side of the support column. And then we'll grab our staircase again. And hopefully it'll come up here for us, right? Hopefully. There we go. It doesn't want to stick there, though. Can't intersect. Oh, I know the problem. Hold on a second. That. Let's take that off because we don't need it anyway. We're not going to use it, so we'll take that off. And it also looks more realistic for it to be open here at the bottom. Again, if you look at any of those sort of structures. And I did post one on Twitter promoting this in this particular stream. They're usually open there, right? So let's go up. Let's grab that, and we'll just bring it up here like so. And we will grab our stairwell and do the same. Can't intersect with wall. Okay, hold on. So up here, is that the problem? Aha, okay, I get it. I did mess up here. So up top, I did it as a 2x4. Shoot. Okay, let's go down here. Let's move our stairs. Let's just delete. Let's delete our stairs, and then we'll bring this out like this. And we'll bring that out, and then we'll go up here, bring this out, bring that out. Okay, so let's try this again with our stairs. It should be fine. It's not really that big a deal. Should be pretty easy to resolve. So we're going to bring that there. Bend it around. Move it into place. Bend it around again. Take out the walls underneath. Grab a copy of it. Move up here. Grab a copy of it, move up here. Okay, so now there we go, right? There we are. So we've got our stairs going up into our structure. Now, one thing I'll do is probably put the bed on this wall, put a door to the bathroom here. Maybe do a kitchen over here with just some light seating area, maybe dining. I mean, obviously you've got this great view and this great outdoor area, so you're probably not going to want to be indoors a lot anyway, and this is definitely a tiny home, right? I mean, the idea is this is a converted watchtower where normally one person would be. Let's use this. Well, that's too small. How about that? I wish the windows were a little, let's see, where's the bigger version of that? Right here. Again, these are pretty much placeholders. I mean, we all know there's new windows and new doors and new whole bunch of stuff in the new pack. So we're going to do some placeholder stuff here just for the time being. I don't really like those windows. I mean, right off the bat, not for this particular build. I guess it makes it look more rehabbed. but I don't want to look really rehabbed. I want it to look a little run down. And my thought is, you know, someone found this and moved in and they're going to fix it up while they live there, right? That's kind of going to be my story for this particular pack with this guy, is that he moves in, he moves in this old place, he's going to fix it up. For now, though, I'm going to use those windows because they kind of work size-wise. Even if they're not exactly kind of the roughed out, you know, kind of look I'm going for. See if there's anything else. Not that I see here. Let's look at this size. Nah, I don't really see anything there either, so we're just going to stick with it. Maybe I'll change the color in a little bit if it's just working with me too, you know, or bugging me too much or something. Okay, so we're going to need a railing around there. First thing I'm going to do, though, is actually start putting in these columns. Because I have an idea. Will it work? Hell, who knows? But my idea is this. We're going to have... I'm going to go with the growing together columns. Well, I think... Again, I want it to look kind of roughed up, so maybe something like that would be better, or something even like this would be better. Maybe something like that. But those are definitely substantial looking. Boy, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to use these because they do kind of look, or even that. I'm going to use these. They do kind of have a roughed up look, and we're going to come out 3 and 2. That should take us all where we need to be, right? And actually, I might need to go out further. Yeah, I do, because we went 2 more for the overhang. And then I think we'll go ahead and put 1 here as well. It's not letting me kind of pull it up. I'm going to play around with that here in a second. Let's grab this and take it up here. That's what I want to see right there, right? And we can't just do one. We're going to need several, you know, kind of 1, 2, 3 is kind of what I'm thinking. Like so, right? Now that's my first idea on this. I think that'll work. And then we'll have 6 in the middle. Like a span of 6 spots in the middle. So we're going to do something like that. And then I also want to, though, put them here. And I think I grabbed the platforms. Let's lower those down. Okay, so I'm going to try just copying this, and I'm going to hope that, aha, see, now it'll be kind of a larger version, which is what I want to see there. And we'll put that there. Well, not there. Put it here. There. No, not there either. Let's see here. Do that. Okay, so we're starting to get a start there, right, of our support columns, kind of how this is going to look. Now, in order to give it even more substance, we're probably going to, I would like to put in some spandrels, like they're braced, you know, braced against each other. So let's go down here and take a look at what we have to work with. I'd like to keep the price of this place kind of under control as well. My hope is that I can manage to do it on a starter budget. That's my hope, is to do it on a starter budget. Because again, I want my sim to find this place kind of run down, and he's going to come in, he's going to fix it up and turn it into something, you know, better, right? We've got this. Let's take a look at this. So we've got something like that. That is from Seasons, right? That doesn't look too bad. I wonder if it comes in a grayer tone, though. It looks fairly new there. I think that's a little bit better, but it doesn't exactly match that column. Oh, that's not too bad. Now that comes with a gray. Now it is a little decorative, right? It's got a little sort of decorative feel to it. That might be too much. I like it though. Like, I like the way it looks otherwise, even though it might be a little much for a fire lookout tower. I think I'm going to leave it. I do think I'm going to leave it. I mean, we've got something like that, but nah, I don't like that. That's not substantial enough. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. I do like that. I think it looks pretty cool. Then over here, we're going to do kind of the same thing. So we're going to come in, we're going to draw, you know, some walls and all of this stuff, right? Create these bracing columns or bracing sort of struts. We'll call them struts, like bracing struts here. Okay, there we go, spaniels. It is. Let's come around this way. Okay. So that's the start. Now we're going to do, I thought it was to do them here as well. Like on this thing. See how they're going into place there? You know what? Let's go ahead and let's grab, or let's just make down here a platform as well. Am I going to, I guess I don't have to do that. I could just wall this in like I did with the corners. Because we're going to use those same sort of support struts on this as well. And I do want concrete there as kind of a pad for nectar making, although not necessarily for horses to stand on. And we'll go up here. Okay, so at this point, what have we got? Oh, shoot. Wait. Did it go ahead and change that? It did. Shoot. Okay, so let me take a look at this real quick. That's okay. That's okay. It's not that big a deal. We'll still go ahead and we'll do this. And we'll do that. And we'll do that. Right? And then we'll go down here. And we'll just go ahead and build part of a wall. Like so. Put our spandrel in there. And then we're going to draw the spandrel all the way around. And there we go. That kept our columns in place. Whew! Didn't want to lose those because it does not look right without a span of column all the way up, I don't think anyway. And we're going to do the same sort of spandrel look here on this floor. And it's already wanting to jump up there. We're going to do it on the floor above that as well. So yeah, we're going to do it here as well. So that looks like we have a lot of support there in the center. Now, here on the front, let's drop down here and take a look at what we've got. What I want, ideally, what I want is to run like this. Now, I would love to connect these two together, as I just drew out there. But I don't have a lot of money, and I'm a little concerned about how much money I'm going to have. Like, how much are these spandrels? They're $23 each, right? They're $23, you guys. How much are these budget ones, by the way? They don't look as good. Okay, so they're $23 each. Now, the support structure is a lot of this build, but someone's still got to be able to afford to build it and live here. So let's go ahead, and we're just going to... First, I want to take that out. We're just going to do this part. And we'll take this out like so. And I want to do the same thing over here. This is a lot of tedious kind of build work, but I think it's going to pay off in the look. I think it's going to look really good and a little more authentic to do it that way. And let's do this side. This is going to be one of my primary Sims, homes for this pack. So I do want it to look good, at least as good as I can manage it within my budget, which is not much. We're looking at about 20. I'm probably going to try to have like two. Well, I'll have a person and a horse in the household. I could do 2 people in the household because then I'd get maybe $22,000. That would definitely help, right? So I'll try for that. Try for 2 people in the household and a horse. And I should end up with $22,000 if I have 2 Sims. Let's take that out and that out. And we'll go up. Now we're going to do the same thing here that we did down there. So we're going to kind of alternate. And we're going to put in the braces here on the corners again. Like so. Let's grab this here. We'll bring it across here. Whoops. I had that way off. Let's go back. Okay, I'm still getting it off. It's still okay. There we go. That's where I want it, like this and like that and like that. And then we'll grab our spandrel here and we'll do another spandrel, right? And we'll take this stuff out. Let me push my glasses into place. Maybe that's part of the problem. It is not easy wearing glasses. I'm sure a lot of you know that. I'm not the only person in the world that wears glasses. It's not easy wearing glasses sometimes. I should have had like LASIK or something done like a long time ago, but I didn't do it. I don't think I will. Okay, and then we would go up and we're up here, right? So this is kind of giving us a look at the superstructure of our structure. It doesn't exactly look worn out, although the gray does look a little faded. I'm not sure this is exactly the tone I'm going for, but it has the look I'm going for, right? I mean, we could always switch it to that, but then we end up with steel and wood. And that doesn't make any sense, right? I guess we could pretend that's wood. That's an option. That's something I'll think about. For now, we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it alone. We're going to try to come up with some sort of... I hear some massive thunder. I hope that this live stream continues. It sounds like some massive thunder out there. We got this sort of stuff. That might be pretty cool for that support column, or we could do something, you know, like that. What's under this? We've got this sort of stuff. Obviously, I want something a little worn out looking, right? What's this? Granite Falls. We don't have a lot of really worn out looking stuff. Now, this is kind of worn out looking. We've got this. That's not bad. Let's do that. That actually looks fine. We'll go with that. Again, looks like it's really weathered. It's been here for a while. We're going to put the same stuff up here on this part of the building and in here as well, so that the interior matches the exterior, right? Right. Then we're going to put in some fencing around each of these different levels. I think right off the bat, let's move this a little bit. I'm going to move our structure a couple of spaces that way. Because my thought is this, I think I'll go ahead and put the nectar making area here and a garden along here to support nectar making, right? And then maybe my horse stall here, and there'd be a little area out here for the horse. I don't know. We'll see. And I don't know if there's not a 20 by 15 lot, if they're all 20 by 30 or something, then I'll have actually a little bit extra space anyway. Let's find a worn out looking fence here. Now we've got this sort of stuff. This will probably work. Kind of a gray green. Got that one. How much was that? 20? Okay. See, as I'm just in here just placing stuff like I have all the money in the world. I have all the money in the world. I print money. That's why I had to move out here to Utah, hide up in this tower. Government was getting a little bit too close, saying, how are you getting all this money? How exactly are you a millionaire when you've never worked? We checked. There's nothing at the IRS that says you've ever worked. Let's see here. Let's go with this stuff. It's kind of our flooring. Now down here, especially on this side, I'm just going to use construction quality concrete because it's free. So, and it makes kind of sense that maybe there would just be a concrete pad out here, right? If we kind of do like this, that, maybe bring it around like this. Yeah, I think something kind of like that would be fine. Ideally, I'd like to fence in some of this area down here, or wall it in with pony walls. But at the same time, I need to wait and see how much money I have left. Like, how much is this place so far? Where are we? $16,000? That can't be right. Is it really $16,000? Oh, well, okay. So it's $16,000. Oh boy, we're not going to put a door on the bathroom. We're just going to leave an opening to the bathroom, and I might leave that construction quality concrete. I want it to be flooring, of course. It looks more natural as flooring. How much is this flooring? $4. Let's do like that. Okay. Let's see how cheap we can put some furniture in here. That'll give us a good idea of where we're really going to land money-wise. I would like to use a double bed. This is a friendly guy who wants to have friends out there in Utah. And what's a cheap bed? Oh, $25 is really cheap. Ooh, okay. That's not bad. I guess we could go with that. Okay, how about this? This is, that's not a bad looking piece. Actually, it's really cheap. Now, it's not very good, like our energy recapture and stress and discomfort recapture is not very good, but it is cheap. Oh my God. I don't know if that can resist that. And it's not uncomfortable, right? And that's not uncomfortable. That's $345. I'm going with this. That's $25. That is just going to be perfect. That's exactly what I need. We're going to put that right there. Now, let's put together a quick bathroom. The bathroom is going to be pretty bare bones, of course, because we don't have very much money, and this is a rehab building. This is a building we're trying to rehab. Cheapest toilet, $150. It is uncomfortable to use that toilet, but we won't go in there to read or anything. We're just going in there to take a poop. That's it. That's all we're doing. We're not going in there to do anything else. That's $335. That's $300. That's $585. Okay, well, that makes our decision pretty easy. We're going to put that in there. Now, I could build a wall there or a pony wall so there's some separation. I wouldn't have to. The sim will not care. But for now, I think I will build a quick pony wall. And then if I just absolutely can't afford it, I'll take it out. If I absolutely have to save $30, I'll take it out. But a lot of times these places were meant for like one person, right? A single person. But at most, two people might be there. So I'm going to try to set it up for, 2 people. I kind of want a worn out looking piece of wood there. That looks better. One thing I would love to be able to do, I don't know if it's going to be possible. It might be possible. Is I would love to be able to do this also for a family and maybe wall off a little area here or loft off an area somehow. Maybe over here, maybe this square. And put a little kids area in there. In fact, this square would probably work. Yeah, I might be able to draw like a wall here. They could come in or something. Yeah, I'm going to think about that. For now, this is for a single guy, but I'm kind of thinking long term, like, eventually he might get married. Eventually they might have a kid. So let's take the cheapest refrigerator. That's really cheap. So food quality is 2, power consumption is 1, reliability 3. I'm going to go with a little more expensive on this. We're going to go with that. And on our stove, the same way. Yeah, we could go a little bit cheaper with the used Yum cooker, but we're going to go a little more expensive. Then we need some cabinetry. The cheapest stuff is that. How much is this, though? That's not that much cheaper. Or that much more expensive. How much are these? $200. I'm actually going to go with this. Well, no, you know what? I'm not, because this looks more used. So maybe we do go with this. Let's go with that there. I need a sink. Let's see here. Do we have any freestanding sinks? Oh, we could definitely do that. The do-it-yourself sink, right? That does work. How much is it, though? $140? That's even cheaper at $135. But I think that suits the place better. It kind of looks like the place better. So we're going to go with that. The top kind of matches the rest of it better. I think I'm going to, well, let me get down here. Like I said, I kind of want it to be worn out. I want it to look kind of used up a little bit. Well, and we might not keep this. Again, we've all seen new cabinets are coming, right? So I might go ahead and swap it out with different cabinets in the end anyway. One thing I haven't done yet, I haven't put any... I've not put any railings on the stairs. How am I going to afford this? I don't know. I'm not going to be able to afford it. Okay, so we've got that and that and that. This might work. $9. Oh my God, I'm dying. I'm dying. $9. What else do we have? This $10. We have this. That looks pretty cool. $20. for this sort of thing. I'm going to go with this metal one. For one thing, it's pretty worn out, right? Actually, I need to change the stairs into something a little more worn out as well. I might be able to save a little money with the stairs. Let's look at this real quick. We've got these. These are cheaper. These are 8. These are cheaper. And does it matter what they look like? Not that much. Let's see. So we've got that. They do look a little more like metal stairs, but we're going to use that sort of galvanized metal rail, right? So we can recover a little bit of money there. Like so. Let's do that. Let's recover a little bit of money there. We could also do those metal railings if they are cheaper. Let me see here. They actually aren't cheaper than the wood railings here, even though they are cheaper than the cottage living railing there, but that's not the same railing anyway. So okay, so that's in place like so. So this is kind of where we're getting there. It is at least getting there, okay? I'm kind of digging it. I would like to maybe change. Let's see what other colors this wall comes in. Where is it here? There it is. I'd like something a little bit darker but faded looking. Something maybe kind of gray, right? How about this stuff? That's better. I think that's going to be better. I think, right? Okay, so that's a little bit darker looking, little kind of roughed up. I think we can go with that. So we're getting kind of a look there. Let's change out the roof tiles and the roof, you know, kind of trim here. Again, we're going to go pretty gray with it. Kind of an old, skanky looking roof. Let's go with that. Something that's been through a lot of weather over the years. Now, we also need to frame that out. Are we all sealed in? We are all sealed in there. Okay, so that's done. I might bring that down a little bit. I might not keep that way, but for now, that's the way I'm going to go. Now, ideally, I would like to cover up that edge there. We could try to run spandrels all the way around like I did. How does that look with the roof? Can't really see it with the roof there. So I guess we'll just grab, again, I think I'm not going to be able to afford it, but we'll go ahead and get this jutting exterior trim and we'll put out there. So it kind of covers that up a little bit. It makes it look a little more finished. I would love to do the same thing on each of these levels. I don't think, let's pull out here, this level and this level, I don't think it's going to be possible. I don't think we're going to have the money to do that. I'm going to take a quick look here. Where am I? 16,195. That's really not that bad. Is that right? Because if so, I've still got plenty of money to spend. In fact, a lot of money to spend. Yeah, that's right, including the cost of the lot. So, okay. Now, I'm going to need some extra money though, because I want to put in like the nectar kit and a horse stable area underneath, like down here and down here. So yeah, I don't think I can afford much else. I think I'm gonna have to kind of be kind of careful with the rest of what I'm doing. I do want to put a ladder in. That's kind of a necessity. I want this build to have, roof access up here. And I would love to be able to put some sort of chair or something out here, maybe a rocking chair, if it'll fit. Let's grab one with a cushion. It's kind of, we could go kind of newer. Let's go with that. So we're gonna put a little rocking chair out there, when he comes up here, he's gonna do some rocking. His bed's all tore up, but he's got a nice rocking chair. I wouldn't mind having a closet area here as well. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind it. Again, we're at 16,195. I could probably spend up to 17,000 and maybe even a little bit more. Maybe 18,000. Here's my thought on this. Here's why I'm thinking this through is another thing I would love to do with this lot is make it off the grid. Since it's going to be out in the middle of nowhere and it's an old fire watch station, then it should really be off the grid. And if I go off the grid, I might want to grab some of the eco-living stuff like a solar panel and a water collecting device, maybe even a couple, and set up here in order to run the place. So that's going to cost money. And I'm thinking, okay, can I really push this to 18,000? That'll leave me about 4,000 left if 2 Sims live here for a horse and a nectar making setup. And I have no idea how much it costs. So is 4,000 going to be enough for that? Plus you need a little bit of money to start anyway, to eat and stuff at first. So let's say, would 3,800 be enough for that? Okay, let me look here. First of all, let's do off the grid, right? Let's do that. We'll do off the grid. Simple living. What's that one? Cook all. Oh, no, we're not going to do that. We're not doing that one. We could do wild foxes to come around. Yeah, I think I'm going to do wild foxes here, right? I don't know, what did I just choose, though? I just thought they'd be cute. So it's like, they'll be a nuisance to your garden, chickens, and rabbits. Okay, so we'll keep that in mind. And then for traits, let's go with... It can't be cat friendly? Oh, okay. It can be a dog hangout. Let's make it... What have we got here? See, I would love if sunny aspect meant that our eco-living solar panels would work better. Let's try... I really don't know. I'm not sure what to use here. Spring water runs under this lot, reducing utility bills. We're not going to have any utility bills. Let's make it homey. That's one. Let's make it homey. Let's make it chef's kitchen. Let's do that. And then, eco lot. Okay, there it is. Yes. Yes. Now, what do we get for that? Moves towards eco-friendliness faster. Oh. I don't know that I really care about that, but okay, we'll go with that. We'll go with that for now. So if I am going to do this, let's go ahead and let's grab a couple of solar panels and some water collection, eco lifestyle. And let's turn that off. Let's look here through eco lifestyle and see if we can find, or eco living, find our solar panels and our water collection devices. Here we go. Okay, so I want the ones that go on the roof. Those are better too because you don't ever have to clean them. And the power production rating is the same. So yeah, we're going to go with those. They're $8.50 a piece. Whew. Okay, so if we put 2 of these on the roof, right, then we're going to get 4 power production rating. And I guess I could go with windmills instead of the solar panels. We had the dew collector, 560. Holy cow. That's a lot. Okay, we're going to go with this one. We're going to go with the broken one. The dew collector, we'll put it here on the roof. I don't even know if we're going to get a lot of rain in this new world. I hope I'm not killing my sim. But I think the shower is does it work off the grid? Probably not. Let's see here. Oh, it is functional off the grid. So, okay, that's good. Now, we've got 2 solar panels. I'd love to have 3. How much money have I spent? Why does it keep saying 60? I've spent more money. Why isn't this updating? It's not 16,195. Okay, it's got to be more than that. Let me look here. 17,000. Yeah, that makes more sense. And then like $1,000 for the lot, 1,500 for the lot. That's gonna put me at 18,000. Okay, that's about it. That's about all I can spend is that amount for now. But that's fine. You know, this is supposed to be a fixer-upper. He's going to move in here. He's going to replace things as he makes money, as he develops his ranch, his 20 by 15 ranch. This is my second 20 by 15 ranch. Like I said, it's a safe size, right? And also it works really well for this sort of house anyway. So yeah, I think this is going to be about it. I mean, honestly, until the new pack gets here, and I swap things out with stuff, you know, from the pack itself. What can I say? He's got like a kitchen and a bed and a bathroom and a place to hang outside. There's not much skill building in this, but I don't think we're going to need that anyway. I didn't think also I didn't put I didn't put in spandrels. Surely I did. I did put in spandrels. Why are they not there? Did I screw something up when I moved it around? I must have screwed something up. Oh no. Oh boy. Shoot. So if I put these spandrels back in place, I'm going to start crying. I'm afraid this money is just going to go up and up and up, right? So if I put these spandrels back in place, there is one there. I didn't notice, I guess, when I kind of scooted this lot around, they disappeared. Okay. So we're going to go up here. We're going to draw this out. Man, oh man. I haven't put any lighting in this house either, but you know, at the end of the day, I'm not sure he can afford to have any lights. We only have a 4 power generation of 4. So yeah, he might not be able to afford it. Do. Oh boy. Okay. Do. Okay, let's see how much we ended up at after all that add-on back on. Do. You know, I don't know actually. Let me take a look at this. Do we really need the spandrels up here? Because that would also save some money, and I'm not sure that we do. I don't know that when we bring it down like this, though, it does look better. Okay, let's leave it for now. Let's take a look and see how much we've spent. 18,000 plus the lot. That's not going to leave us with a lot of money, but I think, I don't even know how much stuff costs. I mean, surely I would have about $2,500 left. Surely that would be enough. I'm just going to hope. I've not framed in any sort of stable because I don't know what kind of sizes we're dealing with. So I'm hoping it'll kind of fit here, you know, in this area. Although it could fit all the way across here and be larger, you know, the post would just be inside. But I really don't know, and I don't know how much money I need. But I'm going to go with this, and this is kind of where I'm headed with it. I don't know if I like that on the roof. I kind of do. Does it come in different colors? Let's see here. It looks a little bit more suited to the desert. And we'll leave those in place. Okay, so there we go. That is our fire lookout tower starter home, right? Starter home. I'm going to go out here where red is, get a little picture of this place. Kind of grab a shot under there. One thing I'd like to do too, now that I think about it, is put a floor under here. So I'm going to do that real quick. Glad I came down there to take a picture from underneath. Objects that require power or water will not work. They will work with this stuff though, right? Yeah, I think they'll work with the solar panel and the water collection. That's what I think so. If not, we'll take it off the grid and go ahead and just try to save money on utilities, I guess. But I'm sure it's been a long time since I played Eco Living, like really played off the grid like that. I'm just almost positive that that is something we can do. Do. Oh shoot, where'd those go? Guess it just erased them. And didn't give me very much money back for them either. Let's see here. That's why I don't like the depreciation model for this game should have been fixed a long time ago. If push comes to shove too, I could always change some of this stuff, like up here on the roof, to construction quality concrete. I could do that. We'll go through here real quick. Kind of get a look from down below. Now, ideally, I'd also love to run spandrels, you know, from corner to corner. Again, up here underneath this particular part of the build. I just don't think I'm going to have that sort of money, but I might have the sim do it as I kind of play through his life to give it more of a look, like maybe he's reinforcing the floor, right? Like maybe he's walking on it and it's kind of spongy. So he's thinking maybe I should reinforce underneath there, make this a little more secure, something along those lines. And this guy will not live here. I'll probably make a new, I don't know, maybe he will. Maybe I'll move him to town and he will live there. But I'll probably make someone new with the new pack and have them live there. Whoops. Can never tell. I think it's going to be fun, though, to have it off grid. I do think that is going to be pretty cool. There we go. The windows are another thing that is kind of throwing it off. Did these come in a different color? I don't think I really looked much. Something like that maybe might be a little bit better and make it not look quite so new. Although, let's be realistic, that might have been the first thing it replaced. The windows that were in this particular build may have been broken out, you know, either by weather or vandalism. So to say that he came in and replaced the windows would not be such a stretch as far as the character's backstory, right? He needs to get the windows in place to block out the elements first thing. That's what he's starting on. This is a basic house, you guys, but I think that's okay. Let's see here. See if I can get that kind of lined up, maybe a little bit, like so. Everything you need to move out into the middle of the desert. Take a look like that. That looks pretty good. Move out into the middle of the desert and live comfortably. Well, or live. I don't know if I'm going to call it comfortable, not at the first, but to move out there and stay alive. Keep from dying, right? Okay, so that is going to be it for this particular stream right now today. Please hit like, subscribe, and notify. There will be other streams coming up. We got a fantasy save tour to do coming up probably tomorrow. The next episode of the Armed Cascadian should be up this afternoon at some point. I need to go in there, probably make a thumbnail for it, put it up, and then, you know, more stuff down the pike as we get more news, things like that. Until that time, just like always, like I always say, thank you for watching.